I didn't even do no music to start off or anything. I'm completely beside myself. I really am. And I know many people might not come over here or whatever, but I feel like I can't even sleep without saying this. And probably tomorrow, I feel like maybe I need like a mental health day off of YouTube, because this is starting to become just too much. And if I have to be honest, because I wasn't going to go live because I didn't want to come on here. I didn't want to come on here like all upset and stuff. But I have a platform and I also have a responsibility. But I also realized that, you know, and I've talked, some of the people that's been with me a long time, they know that I have post-traumatic stress from another situation dealing with a child. And even when I was in here packing up and moving stuff around or whatever, I have found her obituary. So when things like that happen, like when I was, first of all, she thought she was on mute, right? And I'm gonna say this, as far as Youssef, I was agreeing with some of the stuff that he was saying. I'm not saying in regards to ODS, but just in general, because I've experienced some of that. And I never really realized that, you know, until one time Rebel said something to me. And he was like, you know, I think because you're a survivor of domestic violence, you get triggered when a man, you know, yells or talks to you or threatens you or whatever. And I was like, you know, I just look at it like, my husband doesn't disrespect me. He doesn't cuss me out. He doesn't put his hands on me. I have two brothers. Well, one is gone now. My brothers don't beat up on their women. I got two sons. They don't do stuff like that. So I don't really condone that type of behavior from a man, gay or straight. But anyway, he said not to disrespect her. And I believe in respecting people's platforms. So I didn't. I didn't say anything. I just stood there and I listened. And then when she said, I'm going on mute, and she thought she was on mute. And when the way I heard her talk to that baby and hit that baby, let me tell you something. I just started having flashbacks. I started having flashbacks of I started having flashbacks of Angel in the casket. And that shit has been a long time, but it's something about going to a funeral of a baby. And she was in a casket because she was beat to death by her brother. So as she was doing what she was doing, I just was getting like flashbacks in my head. And I was like, oh my God. So I was trying to hit the link, and every password I was putting in, it was saying it was the wrong password and stuff. And I just couldn't believe, like, I'm not saying that parents don't discipline their children. I'm not saying that all parents is perfect. But what I'm saying, when you have a child, number one, it's almost midnight and your child is up. Why is your child not in the bed? Your child is up. So you can be on YouTube doing what? You know what I'm saying? Doing nonsense. And then when I heard her tell her, the little girl, I think she said, you're disgusting. How do we stand up for women? And how do we say to protect women when women start from children? who can't eat. Little girl can't speak for herself. She can't defend herself. And she's probably doing nothing but just being a child instead of her mother taking time to teach her something or spending time with her or just getting off the internet and being with her daughter. Whether you got to lay down in the bed with your child or whatever, read a book to her, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it takes. So when he ended the live, I'm telling y'all, I'm having so much fucking anxiety. I'm having so much anxiety. When he ended the live, I talked to him and I told him how I felt. And the whole time I was on that phone with him, I was crying. And I said, I don't even want to go live because I just don't feel like, I feel like YouTube don't deserve my tears. Right? And I know that people can report her to CPS or whatever, and they call it ACS or whatever in New York. It's just like how in Maryland or whatever, or DC, we might call it the MVA, the MVA, but in other places they'll call it the DMV, you know. But it's very hard to get a child taken out of a home. I know that from classes I was taking way back when, and my teacher wanted me to go to school for that, and I was like, I don't want to do it. And she was like, well, taking a child out the house is the last option. If the house is dirty, she was like, you know, their job is really to keep the child in the house with the parent. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they have to do to keep the child in the house with the parent. So sometimes it's just a matter of teaching the parent how to clean. Maybe they don't have money to buy like expensive cleaning stuff or whatever, but maybe just telling them like you can use some dish detergent and bleach and clean your whole house or whatever like that. Showing them how to take a little bit of food and make meals or whatever. So I know all of that. And when it came to Angel, I knew that there was abuse going on. And I called Child Protection Services and they didn't do anything. They came out, but they didn't do anything because by law, the parent don't even have to open the door. That's what a lot of people don't know. Unless that child goes to school or something and they have bruises, then the school can get a police officer involved and then they can come to the house and they can enter. But other than that, just as far as like somebody calling or whatever, she don't have to open the door. She don't have to really comply or whatever like that. So but and then after Angel passed away, Angel was 4 years old too. And so after she passed away, that's when me and my neighbor across the hall started talking and to realize that both of us had been calling CPS. And you know, the sad part, she didn't even die in her mother's care. She died in her grandmother's care. So for me, I'll never tell somebody because some people are saying, well, D-Spot is wrong because he's saying he's going to make that call. He shouldn't do it. I feel like if he's calling for the right reason because he's concerned, then he or anybody else has the right to make that call. You know what I'm saying? Now, if a person don't give a damn about the child and they just calling the call, then that's something different. But what I heard tonight was horrific. And it's not because I don't like her or whatever, because I feel indifferent. Before today, I felt indifferent towards her. I don't know her like that, and she's not important enough for me to be sitting around and hating her or anything like that. But by her doing what she did on that live tonight, she put a lot of us in a position. Because what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? Mama Fifi, you said, as a former foster parent, I was a mandated reporter. And I don't know, y'all. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say other than I need to deal with my mental health, because I can honestly say that I'm not okay. I'm not okay at all. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. So, you know, I have her phone number. I have her phone number. You know, I don't know. I feel like I can't breathe, you know? And the whole thing about it was, to me, she was doing it because she felt like she was on mute. And I feel like she did it because she was aggravated with the child, because she wanted that child to go to bed so she could be on the internet doing nonsense. I'm just tired of things that's not normal being passed off like it's normal. It's not. And I know sometimes people might feel like, well, it's not a big deal or whatever, but the fact that she has prior situations with CPS, she has prior abuse, that leads me to believe already that she's not a good mother. And then I heard with my own ears what she did tonight. And I just keep seeing visions. I just keep seeing visions of caskets. I just keep seeing Angel in that casket, and I'm just like, oh my God. Oh God. I don't know, y'all. Like, I don't even know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just, oh God, I don't know. I mean, I know I'm gonna be doing some heavy praying tonight. Some heavy praying. And I'll probably reach out to my pastor too, because, you know, I can't also be triggered to this point every time, but this is just like too much for me. I mean, it was just too much. And then, you know, when you're on the internet and you're not there, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I was there, I feel like I could be like, come on, calm down, give me the child or something. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you could intervene, you could help out. But to hear that type of stuff on the internet, you feel so helpless. Feel so helpless. And I just know that oh, that's Yusef says sorry to anyone that was triggered by my broadcast tonight. I completely lost a message. And now I'm in drama. I want to say something, Link. And I'm not mad at Yusuf. And I'm not going to pretend to be mad with him. If it wasn't for that, everything happens for a reason. Maybe we wouldn't even notice what's going on. Chip, I understand. They were asking all day if she was drunk. See, I don't know. I never even saw her as a drunk until, the people was talking about it in the papers. But I don't know. And then she lied about it, which just made it even more worse, because it's like you knew what you did, and you did it because you thought nobody could hear it, and you did it because she can't speak up and say anything. Hey, babe. I believe that the tea lounge. I believe that.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, babe.
Do I have an echo?
No, you don't. I'm gonna go on mute.
Okay.
I'm trying to pull myself together.
I want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everybody who was triggered by that, because I already went into a trigger and I literally lost the message. The whole point was to now, irregardless, I know I've seen her start stuff and I've seen all of this, but what I'm saying is just a visual of always seeing a black woman get yelled at was and abused was the trigger for me, and regardless of the person's sexuality. So I was trying to do my justice as an advocate, and then y'all heard what y'all heard, and I heard something, but it didn't sound like I heard what y'all heard. And so I went and played back. I just took down the whole video. I took down the whole video because, again, like my intention, my message was completely lost yet again. Yet again, my message lost. And I'm sorry for anyone who was triggered. All right.
But my question is this for the people in the chat, right? The people in the chat, they say we are obligated to do something. My question to you all is, what do we do? Because I can be honest to y'all and tell y'all on God. I can tell y'all on God. I never seen none of those papers. I heard about them. I heard about the prior charges she had. I heard about them. I never looked at them. I never went to go look them up. I never even spoke about it on my channel at all. It wasn't until when I was watching Chat Rep that she was playing a video from her son or whatever like that. So I was hearing a little bit more about it. This is just too much, and it's not your fault, Yusuf. It's really not. You had a different agenda. You had a different message that you were trying to get across, and you were trying to take up for somebody you felt like was being ganged up on, teamed up on, or whatever. And if we can be honest, for just full transparency for my audience, because I try to be very transparent with my audience. When I spoke to Yusuf, I'm not going to get into what all we talked about. We didn't talk very long because I was so upset that I couldn't stay on the phone long.
Yeah. And I was upset to hear that you were upset like that. And I didn't realize all that had went down like that. Cause see, I'm like tuning stuff out. I'm having audio issues. I'm learning a new software. I'm very passionate about this. Oftentimes my message get lost because of the derogatory terms that I use. So I also related to her in that sense, like being able to say what you want to say, especially when somebody start with you. So I was standing up for free speech, standing up for black women. And then this happened. I'm just the fuck irritated.
Baby, I'm here.
And now I'm in all this drama. That's not what my channel's about. My channel's not about drama. My channel is not the beef sector. My channel is news and commentary, a black media outlet. and that it's just all this going on, you know. And so even just hearing stuff, I do have my own thoughts and stuff about it and everything. So it's just a lot. And like again, I just want to come up and officially say, I took the video down. I'm sorry for anybody who was offended. I hope that the right messages reached the right people. And you know, we'll see how everything turns out. But I know I really don't have no personal problems with nobody. I just have an issue with the issues I expressed that I have an issue with, and I meant everything that I said. And I don't feel like, I did nothing wrong or anything, but I just didn't think that the universe was about to use me like that. I wasn't ready. You know? You hear me, Shelly?
Yeah, I hear you, babe.
I did not know that the universe was about to use my platform like that to enumerate an already issue. You know what I'm saying? I thought that I was being a safe space and a place to hit back. You know what I mean? And then all of that happened. It's just so much shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and mixology is correct by saying, you know what I'm saying, you're not in drama. That's her drama. If you put yourself in it, then that's you, basically your choice. And then
Right.
Zion is saying, I get the point Yusef was trying to make. It was valid, but that lady is trash and her baby needs protection. Mo is absolutely correct when she says, right message for the wrong person. I for anybody that I don't personally have her name or address or anything like that. I'm not even gonna pretend like I do have it because I never even looked into that stuff. The only thing I can say is that I have her phone number, and if anybody needs it to make sure that that baby is okay, I have no problem giving that up. Because like I said, I don't even know if I'll well, I do take medication, so I probably will be able to sleep tonight, but this really this really did something to me. This kind of set me back. This kind of set me back.
Well, me too, honey, because that just was pointless. I just got my channel back. I just got a new channel, started up, got to my 1K, and already now on some bullshit for no reason. Because I was willing to take the risk of possible drama. Like Mick said, it's the choice. I was willing. I already sat and waited it out. You know what I'm saying?
Um
I see.
Mix
I
said
hear you,
this.
Mix. I hear you.
Yeah. Um it, like I said, if anybody needs all I have is her number. That's all I have to offer. I don't have anything else. I never went to go look into any of that, to that stuff. And believe it or not, people can think whatever they want to think about me. I really don't care. But when it comes down to children and when it comes down to like elderly people, vulnerable people, I really have a soft spot. I really have a soft spot.
Right.
And I think all children deserve love. Children deserve to be told they're beautiful, they're great, they're going to be great. They deserve to be built up, not tore down, especially by their own parents. Sometimes verbal abuse is worse than physical abuse.
I'm so sorry. I did not think it was going to dredge up all this trauma. And that beautiful little baby angel, rest in peace to her and all the babies ever lost in any type of situation.
So, hold on, let me see what Mo said. Mo said, Yusef, don't take this on yourself. You were trying to help. No one could have guessed this would happen, which is true. I mean, who could?
Right. Thank
Who
you, Mo.
could?
Well, that's about all the apologies I got is the apologies for triggering anybody and for handling it wrong or whatever, or handling it sideways or whatever, choosing the wrong cause, whatever. I'm just trying to do better with my platform.
Oh, it says Pizarro has her on. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
And the
about to
thing
stop
is
over
this.
there real quick, but I ain't arguing with nobody. I'm not trying to argue, so I'm gonna go over there real quick before too many people come because I'm not getting up there to argue. I'm getting up there to apologize to them as well who was triggered. And good night.
Okay, baby.
I love
I
y'all,
love
and
you. I love you. So
y'all
just
be
stay
strong, and
strong.
look out for the babies and look out for each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Um, I think like tomorrow, I definitely have to stay off of here tomorrow because I legit feel like I even before I hit this live, I was thinking to myself, do I need to go to the hospital or what? Because I feel like I can't even breathe. Literally, my anxiety is like gone. It is so gone.
I'm so sorry, boo. Take your time. And I hope that you can find some peace real soon. And it's my pleasure to stop up here and just to make that statement. Thank you for allowing
Thank
me.
you. And you have my number, so we anytime you need me or we need to talk or whatever, because like I said, we were having a good conversation anyway. It was brief, but I just wanted you to understand that you did have a great message. Even though I think that you were being manipulated, you know what I'm saying? And I expressed that to Yusef. Yusef didn't say none of that. I'm telling y'all what I said. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all what I said. And then I just was explaining to him a little bit because I know that, some people don't know. I mean, I've shared that story. I think I did a story time on it one time on here. But every now and again, it's something that I've been dealing with. It's something that I get flashbacks on all the time. Not all the time, but when it can be a triggering situation, because I constantly feel like, damn, I didn't save her. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the guilt. You know what I mean? I fed her.
Right,
I made sure they were okay. I couldn't do but so much. I couldn't do anything but make the reports. I couldn't do anything
right,
but try to, give them a safe space to be in when the mother allowed.
right.
But it's something
And take
about that.
it. I want to say take it easy on yourself too. The same way they telling me and you telling me to take it easy on myself and don't blame myself for somebody else's choices. I want you to do the same thing too. Try to just, I know it's hard to find that peace, but it's not your fault. You know what I'm saying? You were trying to intervene the best way that you knew how. You knew something was up and you were on to something. That's more than people can say when it's like something happens next door and they never would have known. They never would have had any sign and everything. That's someone who's not paying attention. So at the end of the day, your heart is in the right place, just like my heart was in the right place, and we can't beat ourselves up.
Soul sister, what are you talking about?
What
What
she
are
say?
you talking about, soul sister? What are you talking about?
And everybody knows me. Now, even though my channel was, I'm started from a new channel. My content still speaks for itself. Ain't no cap with me. Ain't no, you know, performative actions. Like I literally in real time report on real stories daily that go on in our community of domestic violence, domestic fatalities, child abuse, all these things. So I am triggered as well, trust me, in my own way. But anybody can track my track record. I've never done this for clicks and views. I literally sacrifice brands and everything about what's going on with us. And so again, my authenticity is speak for itself. Just for anybody who has any questions about that, you can just kind of just scroll through my arsenal and see what's up. And know that when I was coming up there taking up for her, right, wrong, or indifferent, oh, that came from a place of passion. It came from a place of me being triggered too. And you can see that in any video. And but let me drop on down. I appreciate you again. Thank you so much. Cause I can't take this into tomorrow. And this is not I'm not taking it into tomorrow, period. I'll be have to shake this
Oh
off. I
God,
have to shake
make a
this off. I
damn.
got more news to report.
Okay, baby.
All right,
I'm
talk to
here
you.
if you need me.
And I'm here. I'll check on you soon.
Okay, thank you.
All right, peace.
So, the paramedics outside for one of my damn neighbors. I feel like going out there and hopping in the goddamn truck. But look, this is a lot. And I am sorry to be so upset in front of y'all because I feel like you guys are here for entertainment and stuff like that. Y'all not here to really take up, anybody else's problems or trauma or whatever. But this is real life for me. Like, let me show y'all. Okay, I see this. This is Angel right here. I've never gotten rid of this. I've always held on to this. Even though I have my memories of her and everything, when you see a 4-year-old child in the casket, that shit hit different. That shit hit different. So for me, this is a lot deeper. This is a lot deeper for me. And I'm not okay. I'm not okay. So I'm going to come up off of here, and I'm going to lay down with my husband. And I will, if nothing else, I'll at least post something on my community wall tomorrow, just so y'all know that I'm okay. But I mentally have to take at least a 24-hour break, because this just overdid it for me. So and I need to also probably go back with a psychiatrist and try to work on like this post-traumatic stuff, because these flashbacks and stuff, they're not good to have either. So I just want to let y'all know that sometimes this is the beef sector, and I know that people take it for just entertainment and clicks and views, but people really get hurt behind a lot of this shit. It's a lot of shit that happens behind this stuff that's done and said. And that's why I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that bullshit. So I'll check on I'll post something on my community wall. Y'all that have my number, y'all know how to reach me. I'm gonna be praying for all of y'all, because I've really truly I talking about headache, I have a fucking migraine. I feel like I can't breathe. I mean, it's just so many different emotions going on. I'm seeing flashbacks. I'm seeing Angel playing with her sister. I mean, it's just so many things, so many emotions that I'm going through, right? But I just want y'all to know that no matter what you're going through, if God brought you to it, he can bring you through it. And that's the same thing for me. So for anybody that was triggered, I'm going to be praying for all of y'all when I get off of this live, and ask God for healing through this internet here, because this is just a lot in protection for that baby. Because if you ask me, and if I have to be honest, I feel like that baby is in danger. I'm just being serious, and I'm not being dramatic. I really truly think that baby is in danger. That's what I believe. By what I heard tonight, it's almost like she hates that child. You know, that's what I heard. A mother doesn't supposed to talk to her child like that, especially one that can't advocate for herself and stuff. So I love you guys so much, and I will post something on my community wall tomorrow, just so that you guys know that that I'm okay. All right. I love you guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.